just get shook out your So clean out your locker, I'm out to get you. Cause I just popped you. You can't take the pressure. You might as well quit cause you just can't last. Not in 2000, put your face in the ground.
Austin Safarian-Jenkins, the first touchdown of Jameis Winston's career.
And your pride in the dirt, so put on a skirt. If you come on the field and don't wanna get hurt, just bruise and beat it, all black and blue. And it's been like that since Madden 92.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Buccaneer Blake Sports with your host, Buccaneer Blake. Before I start talking, I just wanted to say it's a great thing to not just be like your team and watch your team, like tailgating, supporting your team, going out there and actually seeing your team playing and spending time with people that you care about and your friends. I know a lot in my life I've disappeared from people I've grew up on. I've kind of went into hiding. I don't know, I had to deal with my own mental struggles sometimes, but it's good being out with people and hanging out with people that you care about and people who've never hung out with you before. The guy I know, Mark, he was a Giants fan, but I was happy that we got to hang out with him. It was his first time going to a football game, period. His team won, unfortunately for me, but I was happy to see that he had a good time and he got to experience what a real game was like. So I'm glad you came, Mark, if you ever watched this. I'm happy you enjoyed yourself. Now, with that being said, I'm going to show you a little clip of us hanging out. I got some video. Just check it out. We're just goofing off and stuff. I'm dressed in a chef uniform because I was grilling out and stuff. So you check this video out real quick when I'm rolling it here in a second. This is Buccaneer Blake reporting live.
Going live from
stadium. Levante Darryl sipping his pretend beer. I hope Darryl's mama doesn't watch this.
4-4, baby. 4-4.
So Darryl.
Fucking Darryl.
Darryl, sweetie.
Darryl, can you say 4 or 5? No. I'm sorry.
That's it. Oh, he got it. Eric did it. Yeah. Stupid mother.
I'll be back. Nice devouring wings.
Now, after we tailgated, of course, you go in a game and you go there and you get the experience, watching the actual players play, seeing their body reactions to things, stuff you can't see on TV. It's a different, excuse me, on and shit. I said it's a different experience than watching it on television. If you haven't, you need to go watch your team play at least once. I recommend it. But before I keep rolling on with that, let me get to the stuff I really want to talk about here. Buccaneers lose 32-18 to the Giants. Game we should have won, like many other games we keep letting fall by the wayside. Winston went 19 for 36, 249 yards. Good game, and he had a pretty beastly rushing touchdown, which I know everybody said, you watched the combine, he couldn't run, obviously, I guess. Game tape doesn't mean anything. It's just a 40-yard dash means exactly everything you can do, right? Regardless of what you got on the tape. And the tape showed he could run, but the 40-yard dash in the combine clearly shows that he can't. There's a couple things that you can take away from this game. I got a lot of mixed emotions about it. I want to be bitter and angry, but our future quarterback played like our future quarterback. If you get what I'm saying, he played like we have a future. We have a quarterback. Granted, the talent around him is diminishing, and you're still producing. When I say talent around him diminishing, you have only one wideout in Mike Evans. I just don't know why every team just doesn't double team him and make him throw everywhere else, but I'm not going to get into that. And we got people that are undrafted and players from all over, and he's making things work. He's moving the offense. He had 2 turnovers in the game, which wasn't caused by him. It was caused by both running backs, and they led to points. That wasn't his fault. There's other elements that caused that, and I blame that on the loss, among other stuff I'm going to talk about. But there's like 5 things I want to take away from this game. I said one is Jameis Winston can use his legs. I think he's proved that to everybody. He has more rushing touchdowns than the fan favorite, like shit at Marcus Mariota. Even though he played decent this game against the Saints, he threw for 4 touchdown passes, I think for 300 yards, but I ain't taking nothing away from him. He did his thing. Damn. Speaking of it, I just now thought about it. He said he gave up 4 touchdown passes. The Saints gave up 6 to Eli last week. I'm just like, they're giving up touchdowns left and right. And I thought our secondary was bad. We held the Giants to, well, they only scored 20 points on offense. The other points came from that stupid throwback play like we tried to do like Miami, and just didn't work out that way. Offensive line has depths with Ali Marpet getting hurt. I said Evan Dietrich Smith was able to step in at guard and help out, and Joe Haley, that was an awesome pickup, because I remember talking to a couple buddies from Atlanta. They were dogging him out, saying he wasn't good because he was always injury prone. Maybe he wasn't good because he was injured. It's much like Gerald McCoy and like Doug Martin the 2 years prior. You guys want to say he's washed up. Guys aren't healthy and they're trying to play. That's why I kind of understand what Austin Seferian-Jenkins is saying. He don't want to come out there and either give up a play or play half-assed because you know you're hurt and you're trying to play hurt just to satisfy everybody when you know you can't give 100%. And ultimately it might be hurting your team because you can't make moves the way you're supposed to. I can understand it at that point. But I'm just glad offensive line. It's been totally from one bad offensive line to way good offensive line. We gave up no sacks to this team. I don't remember if it was a sack last week, but they gave up no sacks this week. I mean, it was only a couple hurries. I mean, Winston's getting the ball out of his hands, making great reads. He's able to get the ball downfield. It's wow. I said, and you guys wanted to get rid of Lovie Smith. I said, the team. They said he spent time on this offense, and it is paying dividends. You're looking at a whole new offense. The wins ain't exactly tiling up because we need other elements as well. But our major problem, what we focused on, you can clearly see a change in it. You can clearly see that. If you haven't, then just stop watching football, please. Do us all a favor. Go root for somebody else. But you can clearly see the offense has changed. You have more confidence in the offense than you do the defense, and it's been flip-flop forever. But speaking of the defense, that's another part of emphasis I wanted to talk about was the Buccaneers linebackers. Quan Alexander and Levante David. Levante David's, I think, leading the team in tackles. He has 11. He had 11 tackles. Quan Alexander had 10, and I think Levante leads the team with like 65 tackles, and Quan has 55 or something like that, or 75 and 65, something like that. I told you I can blurt out these stats. It's kind of crazy sometimes. Yeah, I said they're playing well together, but we got to get a pass rush because the cover 2 isn't built for that. To sit back there all day long and pick us apart because there are holes in the zone. That's a lot of field to cover sometimes, and it'll help create more turnovers. Great pick by Altheron Verter on Odell Beckham. He jumped the route. He anticipated the route, jumped it, and got the pick. Odell Beckham was pissed off, but somebody got to make plays. He made a play. Too bad we couldn't turn it into anything because another issue I'm going to talk about later. Several players at corner. I know you guys noticed the number 38 at corner. I can't pronounce his name right now. I like to pronounce people's names, but number 38, Sterling, and then Sterling Moore, which is the guy that got the pick on the first pass of the game that Eli threw, and then Altheron Verner. I said, now I don't know where you guys know. I sit where Mike Jenkins' family and DRC's family were at. They're in that end zone. You know, we played DRC. DRC's from this area. He's from Bradenton. A lot of his family live here. Nice people and all that, but I found out from them that Mike Jenkins, Jonathan Banks, and Tim Jennings were healthy and active. Obviously, you didn't see them on the inactive report. They were healthy and active. They did not play because they were late to a meeting, which I can't complain about that, because if you know what you're supposed to be there, this is a job. You got to show up to your job on time. If you don't, you get written up or you get fired. These guys got benched, and in reality, I mean, yeah. Well, I don't really know if it would have helped or not if they would have been on the field. But we only gave up 20 points to the offense, to their offense, with those guys at corner. So it's good to know that in the moments of adversity, we can play these guys, and we got some future guys we can build on. Cameron Brate, tight end out of Harvard, I believe. Yes, Cameron Brate, tight end out of Harvard. He's not destroying people out there, but he's making plays. He's taking advantage of opportunities that is given to him, and I'm happy for him. I mean, Winston and him are finding a common ground and making completions, and he made that diving catch on the sideline over there and kind of knocked the wind out of himself. But yeah, I'm happy for him. I'm glad he's making plays. A kid out of Harvard, 6'5", 236. Obviously educated. I'm happy for him. Glad he's here. I'm glad he's contributing and being a part of the new change in Tampa Bay. Now I want to talk about a side note. If you look back at my earlier videos, you'll see I said my breakout player for the season was Adam Humphries. At first I was kind of worried because he was on the practice squad and he wasn't really playing. But you kind of starting to see, I think he had 5 receptions for 55 yards a day. He's come up well, on third down conversions and other things like that. But yeah, he was a player I was looking at from preseason, and hopefully he was going to make a change. But sorry about that. Cousin was walking by. But yeah, he was a player I thought was going to come out and make a difference and have a little slot receiver, do some underneath plays, and it's kind of what he's been doing. I haven't really seen him run deep too often, but he's made contributions to the team so far, and I hope it continues. Being with Vincent Jackson and Lewis Murphy out, so somebody's got to step up. I don't care who does it. Hopefully we get ASJ back next week. Who knows? And one of the main other things I wanted to talk about is the drop passes in the game were ridiculous. The drop passes from Mike Evans. I think Mike Evans. What did I say earlier? Jameis Winston had 19 for 36. So let's add in Mike Evans' 5 drops. So what's that make? 24. So each 24 for 36. I don't think anybody else dropped passes that I'm aware of. I think a couple other people may have had a drop here and there, but Mike Evans were crazy. I know you're gonna say, "Oh, Mike Evans had 8 receptions for 150 yards receiving or whatever it was." Yeah, he got those off, but on the plays we needed him to come up with a catch, he wasn't coming up with a catch. The third downs, I said that the fade earlier was bad. The third down conversions, the stuff that's hitting you dead in your hand. Oh, and then the deep ball on the sideline where it hits you in the chest and you're dropping it. I mean, I listened to the radio and he's sitting here trying to say that Winston was inaccurate on passes. I mean, there's plays where he's inaccurate. Yeah, there is, because there's other elements, or he just put a bad spot. But we can talk about things that didn't actually happen. I said we could talk plays that happened. Plays that this is our top receiver, and you threw a ball that hit this dude in the hands, and he can't catch it. I said you throwing balls that's hitting him in the chest, and he can't catch it. and you're looking down at your gloves, take them shits off if you can't catch. That's what Odell Beckham did. Odell Beckham was dropping passes too. He took his gloves off. I think he put them back on later, but that's what you got to do. If you can't catch balls with your hands, then what's the point of wearing the gloves? The gloves already assist you in catches. Go ahead and ask Odell Beckham how he got so famous with the one-hand catches. If he had them gloves on, he wouldn't have made that catch. But you got these gloves on, and you cannot catch with your hands. And then you're dropping passes that's making us punt on a drive that we probably started from the 20, and now we're punting from their 45 when we should be going down scoring and kicking field goals. And we're kicking field goals instead of scoring because we're dropping passes. I said, everybody wants to ride Jameis Winston's ass all the damn time. I said, ride the receiver's ass. Tell them to catch the damn ball. That's their job. Receiver. Your job is to catch. If you can't catch them, what the hell are you doing on the field? But he had 8 receptions for 150 yards. Yeah, he did. I said, Jameis Winston he got most of those yards from that deep bomb he threw to Jameis Winston. But they don't talk about that shit. I said, he threw a perfect pass to him. He wasn't even open when he threw the pass. That pass was on the money. And then there was another pass earlier, I think when we went down to score when Winston ran it in. He threw that thing between 3 people. That was like triple coverage around Mike Evans, and he got that ball in there. So this boy is threading the needle on some passes. But when they lose, you just try to find any reason why to blame the quarterback. Jameis Winston didn't fumble those 2 damn balls. That was Doug Martin and Charles Sims who fumbled that shit. That ended up turning into points. He didn't do that. He didn't do the last drive either, where they threw it back and it flew over Logan Mankins. Guess who threw that pass? That was Mike Evans who threw that. Granted, I'm not blaming him for it, but you trying to talk about Winston? Who, I believe wasn't it Dave Moore or was it the other tight end who was talking about Winston? Trying to find any reason to blame your quarterback. The shit gets old. Trying to blame somebody who wasn't responsible for losing the damn game. I said, shit, it was getting to the point that the damn receivers couldn't catch a pass. He had to run the shit in himself. But we don't talk about that. It's the quarterback's fault that you hit the receivers in their hands and their chest and they drop the shit. That's the quarterback's fault, right? He's got to catch the shit for you too. He's got a quarterback and receive it. Talk about that. Talk about how your receivers can't catch. Vincent Jackson's in that category too. He drops too many big play passes, third downs. He tries to body him, but he wears these gloves. He does that too often. They finally got a quarterback that can put these passes on the dime, and you're not helping him. And then you got these Buccaneer experts that want to dog out your quarterback when it ain't his fault. Catch the damn passes. I said, I ain't going to give the receiver, I ain't going to blame him if Jameis Winston's throwing a pass over your head and you're trying to make a play on it and it gets picked off. That ain't your fault. That's the quarterback's fault. But clearly in this game, that shit did not happen. That's not the case. He didn't throw a pass behind you like Eli Manning did and it got picked off. That ain't what happened. The shit hit you in the hands. Sorry, I wanted to make sure I emphasize on that point when I kept saying I'll come back to that later because Cameron Brake came in and made a diving catch in the same conditions as Mike Evans and caught it. Like I said, some of those plays he dropped could have turned into points because the bomb play, we would have been in field goal position. Hopefully we score, but we at least got a field goal. Also, too, speaking of field goals, Connor Barr finally missed the field goal, which would have probably had us in the lead at the end of the game, too. that I forgot to bring up. I actually totally forgot that till just now. We would have been in the lead if he had made that field goal before halftime. It's just too many circumstances happen for our Buccaneer. That's why every little thing matters in this game. Every inch, every second. One play too fast or too short, you don't quite make it. One play too slow or too fast, you don't quite catch it. The inches you need are everywhere around you. They're in every break of the game, every moment, every second. I know you heard that before. I'll roll it for you right there. But it's the truth. And you can't undermine things because, oh yeah, get it back. Them shits catch back up to you. You're hoping it doesn't, but the shit catch back up to you. Kind of like things in life. Football is life. Kind of things that happen there, happen like that. It's a fact. You can say what it is. That's what it is. Yeah. But Jameis Winston, I doubt you'll probably ever watch this. If you watch this, I told you I didn't know who I wanted here at first, but I believe in you. And the way you've been playing these past couple weeks, keep playing. People are gonna say negative shit because that's in their blood. That's within this country's blood. They love negative shit. I said the other day, you say something positive to somebody, they think you're weird. If you said something positive to them or said something uplifting to them, you think you're weird and it's strange that you said something uplifted or positive to them. But I can call you, excuse my language, a bitch or something negative like that. You respond more positive. No, if this makes sense, you'll respond more positive to the response than you would have when I gave a positive response to you. You responded more positive to the negative response, and it was looked at as a normal thing than when he responded to you it's responded to you with a positive or uplifting response. You get what I'm saying? And it's just way things are and people are. They just love negative shit. Everybody says they don't love the drama. Yeah, you do. You watch it all the time on television. You watch it every day on television. You love drama. You deal with it every day in your life. Instead of walking away from something, you run to it. You want to watch somebody fight. You like drama. Don't say you don't. You do. You love it. This country loves it. So, Winston, that's what I mean for that. Like I said, sometimes I ramble on about stuff. I just wanted to point out the emphasis that people love drama. People love controversy. People love not pointing out what is true. And my always saying, and I got a huge problem with that because I categorize too many people in it, is it's never my fault. And you just can't say that you screwed up. You can't do that in this country. You can't do it. And it just aggravates me because that's why I say I get to the point where I categorize everybody the same, because that's the end result. It's just what it is. I just wait for it at the end, no matter no matter how long-winded or how short-winded the conversation is. So at the end of the day, it wasn't your fault, even though you were dead wrong, but it wasn't your fault, right? Out to anybody who knows me, I tell you I screwed up. I've screwed up a lot, so I'm still paying for. I told you I ramble on, and then I get thought spoken. I touched everything I wanted to touch here. Got the next week at Dallas. Hopefully, Wednesday I can bring somebody in for an interview and talk to them about their teams and their respectives. I'm gonna go ahead and end this one as I always end. You're the master of everything you do. What you do with it is up to you. Y'all be safe and have a good night.
Yeah. Riding with Skeet, Mellow, and Flacco. Ain't got no beef, but we got cheese and lettuce like a taco. What you talking about? I got my city on lock, ho, and I always keep the peace. I never gotta keep that Glock broke. Tampa Bay Buccaneer, check the red and pewter. Yeah, the girls with you are mighty fine, the ones with me are cuter. Swagger to the max, mine faster than computers. See, we get the signal clear, the flashing lights can never fool us. Call me Young Hammy, I'm about to go ham. When it comes to Tampa, I'm the definition of the man. Always let me speak my mind, but never listen to my plans. Sometimes it made me doubt I'll never miss a step again. Confidence is great, but humility is greater. Being humble is what lets me show civility to haters. It lets me see the real ones from the fakers. Guess it turned me into Kobe, Wonder Corp, we are the Lakers. Going for the championship, you'd be a part of the amount of women waiting for their chance to get hit. It's some cancerous shit. I jumped off the wheel, they let me out the cage. Now I go hamster a bit. Yeah, hometown hero status, cause my flow's they be the tightest and my women are the baddest. Skate park and Tampa kids tell me I'm the raddest. Born a soccer player, I used to kick it at Ed Radis or Schimberg. Got cheese like Limburger. I'm a lyrical assassin, I spit and begin murder. I love my mother, I know that my sins hurt her, so I live a righteous life and only listen to the word of the Most High. He made me so fly, boy, I'm colder than the winter. You could call me Snow God. Shout to Key, I hit the booth and go live. If they tell you I'm the sickest, my nigga, it's no jive. I need a doctor. See, I'm fly without a plane and I don't need no helicopter. I'm not an actor. When it comes to my success, speaking the truth's the biggest factor. You're just a poser. Yeah, you're just a relief pitcher. I'm the closer. I am Tampa. Yeah, I am Tampa.